Brought to you by Itel series.
Look, commentary runs in my blood. नाम ही खो दोगे तो किधर जाओगे और पहचान खो दोगे लल्ला तो बिखर जाओगे. ये मेरी पहचान है. Like the great Guru gave us our turban. I get recognized by my turban. The same goes with cricket. And I am a very, very fortunate guy that my hobby is my profession. Very rarely you will have people who wanted to be cricketers, they're doctors now. You will have people who actually wanted to play a game and today they're running a business. It is very few who will get to do what they've enjoyed the most. You know, if any undertaking that you take is a cup of joy, time flies, then you're blessed. For me, commentary is a blessing. It's a boon. So, it's going to be a home run and very, very comfortable doing commentary. When you actually play cricket, it's physical. There is endurance, there is a particular diet, there is a lot that you have to combine to become a good cricketer. But commentary is all about mental strength, spontaneity, control over the language. I was very fortunate that my father actually waking up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. He was a blood pressure patient. He would give me 3 newspapers early in the morning. Tribune, one in Hindi, Punjab Kesari, and another one in Punjabi. So I was supposed to read all 3 newspapers and give them the headlines. When I came back from school, मैं पक गया था उन शक्लों को देखते देखते. एक मंजरी जोशी थी, एक रहाना सुल्तान थी और एक तेजेश्वर सिंह था. Those who were my age would actually relate to them. वो न्यूज़ सुननी पड़ती थी मुझे. हाफ एन आवर इंग्लिश, हाफ एन आवर हिंदी और फिर वो उर्दू टाइप एक हिंदी की होती. For 1 hour I had to listen to it. And at that time I would actually be so fed up seeing those faces, and my father would make me sit and listen to that news. Little did I realize that when I took up commentary, you know, it was so easy for me because I was not thinking words. They were just coming naturally to me. It was just that I was focusing on what was happening over there, and my thoughts were the real interpreters of positivity and action. So once you have wonderful thoughts going in, control over the language, and you relax as if 2 young friends are sitting in a room, in their bedroom, chatting away to glory, talking, laughing, having a good time, and the whole world is a peeping Tom, you've done it.
What do you think is the success behind MS Dhoni's success at CSK, the secret behind his success, and can he continue playing IPL beyond 24?
Look, it really is a miracle what he's done. He would be 40, 42?
41.
42. I've never seen anyone. There was this guy, Brian Close, who played at 41. Once you're not in the swing of things, right? And in the swing of things, मतलब जब आप continuous cricket नहीं खेल रहे, okay? You tend to lose out. Look at what happened to Ricky Ponting. Look at what happened to Matthew Hayden. Someone like Tendulkar. It is not easy to go into hibernation like a bear does for 6-7 months and then come back, pick up the bat and stand there. It's impossible. I still remember that Madhav Scindia's son wanted me to play a match. I had not touched a bat because there was no motivation for me. The only motivation was to play for India. Now after 15 years, the same shouts were there, Sixer, Sidhu, Sixer, Sidhu. So when I clutched to the bat, I realized that, you know, there was no way I could hit that ball. So the first landed on my stumps. You look at Dhoni, how many years he's not been in the swing of things. And he comes as if nothing has happened. Therefore, this adds to his greatness. to his mental fortitude. He's very strong mentally. And more so, he looks supremely fit at 42. And there is an easy pace also because, he is an expert of coming in when 3 or 4 overs remain. So if you're fit and you're prepared to play the game, the helicopter and all those things, I feel that, it is a miracle that someone like Mahendra Singh Dhoni still stands like a rock of Gibraltar where others have fallen like 9 pins. Great players have fallen. And here is someone who is an exception. An exception is always there. This man, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, is an exception to the rule. He's a superstar, a man with paranormal abilities, which normally you don't see. One thing is certain, that if you're not captain, it releases so much pressure from the back of your head. Look, any leadership, any captaincy is a bed of thorns. Whether you accept it or not. Some have enjoyed it. Some have taken it as a burden. Rohit Sharma is a successful, iconic Indian captain. Right? To not be captain in the IPL and pass on the baton to someone and still enjoy cricket. And I'm sure that Hardik Pandya would run to him time and again and consult. A conversation with a wise man is worth months of education. This is not about Rohit Sharma, going down a few notches. This is about old order changes, yielding place to new. It has happened always, right? Whether it was Ian Chappell, Greg Chappell, or Sunil Gavaskar, or Tendulkar, a time comes when everybody has to go. So I personally feel that he has a lot many years to play, Rohit, if he takes care of his fitness. But he is someone close to a genius. I've seen him pick balls good on both feet. I've seen him pick balls on the front foot and hit them square for sixes. Unique. He has his own USP. Nobody can take that away from him. I don't think so. It is what the team demands. Look, you could be the greatest player in the world, which he is. But if your team is not winning, especially hasn't held the trophy once, then it is a blot that you would want to erase. It's not detrimental to him in any way because he's given his best and you can see it. I have rated him as the best Indian batsman ever. There are eras where I would, pick up my transistor and listen to Sunil Gavaskar bat against the West Indies. Those are 70s, right? The great West Indian fast bowlers, bunking school, going out on one period and then, just listening to how he was batting and without a helmet. Now, that was his era. I mean, he dominated almost 15 to 20 years. Then came Tendulkar, another era. Then came Dhoni, and then came Virat. So, if you look at all four, I would rate him as the best because he's adapted to all three formats in the same way. And his technical ability, fittest of all of them. I mean, if you look at all four, he would be the fittest. Because Tendulkar had problems. In the later stages of his game, he had problems. Dhoni is still fit. But Virat is super fit. Now that holds him in good stead. It actually elevates him to a level, to a few notches that others have not been able to achieve. The longevity factor, it gives him a plus. The adaptability factor is Sone pe Suhaga. Look, I have to say this in Hindi. शिल्पकार के हथौड़े के प्रहार के बिना देवता की मूर्ति भी नहीं बनती. पत्थर भी घिस घिस के सालिग्राम बनता है. एक पत्थर चोट खा के कंकर कंकर हो गया और एक पत्थर चोट सह के शंकर शंकर हो गया. ये जो चोट को सहना है ना और सह के आफ्टर ट्रायल्स, आफ्टर बीइंग ब्रूज्ड एंड बैटर्ड, to come up. You know, this is the true test of character. Character is not made in a crisis, it's exhibited. Now, if he can actually exhibit this character, overcome this fitness weakness, and I've seen people, great people, overcome obstacles. Dennis Lilly had a back problem which threatened to actually finish his career. For 8 months, the man was on the treadmill, doing his training, whatever the doctor told him. He came back, he reinvented, he actually changed his action, which was less load on the back, slightly open chested, and he got 300 test wickets after that. So, impossible is a word only in the dictionary of fools. Everything is possible, but for that, you must have the will. More than the will, you know, a steely resolve. Nothing is impossible for a resolute man. And I see that resolve in this Pant fellow. There's only once that I watched a game when we won against England. And this Pant, you know, like a pocket-sized dynamo, had flayed England at that time. I watched that innings. Somebody, one of my friends, had messaged me that you must do it for me. And I really enjoyed it. You enjoy, because he's not copybook. He's not what the technical manuals will say, but so was Viv. I have seen Viv, look at Kapil Dev, you know, swinging the ball outside off stump towards the first slip, plant his leg across and hit the ball through mid-wicket. Now, someone like Hemu Adhikari, the great coach, you know, his mouth would be open. How the hell did he do it? But that's instinct. Therefore, the man has a USP of his own, which is very pleasing to the eye. He's very attacking. He's very dominating, instills the fear of the devil in the opposition's mind, and that, to me, is some credibility.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
मैच से जुड़े आपके हर सवाल का हम देंगे जवाब। जानने के लिए हर अपडेट, लाइव एनालिसिस, स्पेशल इंटरव्यूज डाउनलोड कीजिए स्पोर्ट्स तक ऐप।